back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome to Leahy Bowl for American Legion baseball coverage. Post 3 in town to take on Post 169 today, and there's going to be a ground ball over to first base, recorded as a 6-3 putout. That'll put 1 in the books as we are in the top of the second inning. We don't know what kind of shots we have here. We're going to just take a look and see if we're close. Not bad. Pulling up Game Changer. Going to follow along on the game, as we always encourage you as a fan to do. Download Game Changer and search for the Winter Colome Pheasants, Winter Colome Legions. And you can follow along with that game. Tonight's action, it is the Winter Colome Legion 18U game, 18U team taking on Chamberlain, and coming to the plate for Post 3. It's going to be Hopkins. And we're going to take one quick break, and we'll leave the game up on a wide shot. We got one thing to take care of, and we'll be right back. Test.
Our office in Winter or give us a call as you make your fall plans. We are looking forward to cheering on Winter this season. Go Warriors and Lady Warriors. Elevate agronomics. Reach new heights.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Looking to elevate your team spirit or promote your business? Welcome to Apparel Works in Wagner. We specialize in high-quality screen printing, embroidery, banners, and promotional items tailored just for you. Whether you're a booster club, sports team, business, or organization, our custom apparel is perfect for those looking to make an impact. Experience our commitment to great customer service and high-quality products that leave a lasting impression. Apparel Works, bringing your ideas to life.
At Dakota Behavioral Health, we offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step for better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl. One more time, we will tell you that this is Post 169, the Winter Colome Royals hosting Post 3, the Chamberlain Cubs, as we go to the home half of the second inning. This is Carter Foster, your first baseman, going to take a cut and a miss for strike one. 0-1 the count. As we take a look at the long, rangy first baseman. Pitch 2 on the way, going to be a called strike. Let's take a look at this lineup for Post 3 on the field. Doing the pitching is Klegas. Catching him is Langenbaugh. This one hits over the shortstop's head. That is a Texas leaguer for Carter Foster. He'll reach with an 0-2 hit. Carter taking that lead over at first. Jackson chasing hot, going to foul this one out of the field of play for strike one. Oh, 1 the count. Jackson pops that one up and foul. Taking a look at the rest of Post 3's defense, the infield from first to third is Spear, Huska, Shepard, and Gerard. The outfield from left to right is going to be DeSluver, Vanderlei, and Hopkins, I believe. We'll get those names corrected. They're abbreviated on our screen. Jackson with an 1-2 count takes a look at ball 2, 2-2. Taking a look at the action from the first inning plus as Jackson puts this one in play, taken in foul territory. 2-strike foul, and we'll reset and do it all again. Jackson to the batter's box. Carter Foster over to first base. Klegas kicks it home, and it was close, just off the edge of the plate. This count is full. cut on for strike 3. Kalagas records the strikeout for out number 1. And that will bring to the plate your pitcher, Keenan Boyd? Keenan Boyd. We researched that one long and hard to get that name. Foster on the move. Throw down to second is not in time. Good throw from the catcher, Langenbaugh. First pitch was a ball. This one sent out to the shortstop. Short hops into center field. Give Boyd a hit. And with that hit, he'll advance Carter Foster to third. And he is aboard with a single. You can see that one kind of rattled the hands. This will bring to the plate Gus Tobin. Pickoff attempt over at first, not in time. Runner on the move, throw is cut off. Boyd now moves up into scoring position at second base with that stolen base. Gus Tobin steps in with a couple ducks on the pond and an 0-1 count. Gonna swing and miss, and he's in an 0-2 hole. Big breaking ball. You see it catch for a called strike. Gonna try adjusting this camera. This is top of the order. Carter McKenzie takes a look at a pitch up. 2 outs from runners on second and third. Count will run 2-0 as that slides in on McKenzie. McKenzie 1 for 1 in this game. Second plate appearance. This one a rocket to right field. It's going to get by the right fielder. 2 runs will score. McKenzie is digging for third and will pull in just under the tag attempt by Gerard. It's 2 RBI single, and then he'll take third, 2-base error, as Hopkins slips and falls, and that ball gets by him. Two-run score on the plate, giving the Royals post 169 the lead. That'll bring Adrian Brandis to the dish. Has an 0-1 count. Adrian will foul that one off. Foul ball pushes the count to 1-2. Still a duck on the pond, and Carter McKenzie over at third base. Adrian will watch that one sail way outside for ball 2. We get to Deuces Wild here in the bottom of 2. Adrian 0 for 1 against post 3 tonight, and he's going to work this count full. Carter McKenzie got up the line a little too far. Nearly got picked off there. Here's your payoff pitch from Clegus. He kicks it home. It's going to be driven to left field. Left fielder turns, runs, and gets underneath it and will catch it for out number 3. Now, before the Royals can tally 2 runs on 2 hits, they'll strand 1. We go to top of 3 when we return in 1 minute.
Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design has been a family-owned business since 1988. Rob and his family specialize in every aspect of your outdoor landscaping for home and business. With service in over 20 south-central South Dakota towns, Rob Curtis can help you make one of the best investments of your life. Talk to the pros about a new landscape for your home or business today. Rob Curtis Landscaping, where quality is predictable. That's Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design.
Winter Dental, located at 911 Golden Prairie Drive, is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793. or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all Winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
What does it take to feed and fuel the world? To integrate a global ag and energy supply chain, serving farmers.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Pitching change for the Royals. It's going to be Adrian Brandis going to the bump. Him and Jackson Day, the battery for post 169, facing the counterpart. And Clegus, the 1-0, going to be popped up. That'll be strike 1. Taking a look at the Royals defensively, we talked about the battery, Brandis and Day. The infield from first to third, it's Carter Foster, Keenan Boyd, Camden Anderson, and Dylan Brandis. This one grounded towards Carter Foster, stumbles. Lefty stumbles, yet he's positioned correctly to record the 3-1 putout for out number 1. Vanderlei is going to be the batter. First pitch up and in for ball 1. Some gas upstairs, 2-0. Vanderlei 1 for 1 against post 169 this evening. There's a fastball from Brandis right down Broadway for strike 1. Brandis gets the sign, kicks, fires. Another fastball going to be sent straight back and beyond the press box. That'll even this count 2-2. Breaking ball will break over the top of the head of Frank Vanderlei. He smiles and is like, yeah, I'm not wearing that one. Digs in. It's going to get a payoff pitch here from Brandis. Fastball going to be a called strike 3. Brandis playing Picasso, painting the edge of the black for the strikeout. With Vanderlei retired, now 1 for 2 today, that'll bring third baseman Gerard to the plate. Gerard takes a look at a first pitch ball. 1-0 the count. Some high heat above the letters. Gerard trying to get a rally going with 2 down here in the top of 3. Scheduled for 7. Brandis will just miss off the edge of the plate, and the count goes 3-0. Adrian gets his sign, kicks, and he's going to fire way outside, and that's base on balls, a 4-pitch walk for the third baseman, Gerard. So Gerard is still 0 for 1 on the day, and that'll bring Langenbaugh, the, I believe, center fielder tonight, to the plate. Langenbaugh wears number 23, and he's 0 for 1 against the Royals. Brandis fires the fastball. That's Louisiana-style fastball. It's called Bayou. Gerard faked the steal last time and retreated. Here he does not. Langenbaugh will take strike 2. 0-2 hole with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Adrian checks Dylan over at third to see him. We good? Good. Kicks it home. Cut on for strike 3. Jackson Day will pick it up, make the tag for out number 3. Post 3 will come up with no runs on no hits. They strand 1. We go to the home half of the third. Post 169 will come to the plate with a 3-2 lead.
Advancing agriculture. What does it take to build communities? Powering rural economies and empowering agriculture. It takes the nation's leading farmer-owned cooperative. It takes a co-op. It takes CHS.
Computers and More, located at 27786 311th Avenue, is obviously your computer sales and repair in winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Meyer Ag is your trusted local Beck's seed dealer. Beck's has earned the confidence of growers across the country with proven performance and unmatched growth. But they're not stopping there. They're driven to innovate, discover, and help you succeed season after season. Stop in and talk to Trace and the team at Meyer Ag to take advantage of Beck's unbeatable reward programs for this year's seed sales. Meyer Ag, making every acre count for you.
At Fort Randall Federal Credit Union, we believe your money should work for you. Whether you're saving for something big, borrowing for something better, or planning for whatever comes next, we're here to help you get there. And the best part? You're never just an account number. You're a neighbor, a member, someone we know by name. Fort Randall Federal Credit Union. Visit us today and let's plan your tomorrow. Or find out more at ftrandallfcu.com.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back here for South Dakota American Legion baseball action at Leahy Bowl in Winter, South Dakota. Post 3 takes the field, post 169, bringing the bats to the plate. They're going to start things off with Camden Anderson. Camden 1 for 1 this evening against post 3. First pitch down and inside for ball 1. Taking a look at post 3 defensively. They do have a defensive change. It's Spear on the mound taking over the pitching duties. Langenbaum now catching. Klegus goes to first. Huskett at second. Shepard at short and Gerard still at third. Sluver is in left field, Vanderlei in center, and Anthony Hopkins, not Anthony, out in right field. Spear has been missing down and in. He's in a 2-0 hole. Camden gets the pitch he wants and tops it for a foul ball, strike 1. Third baseman Dylan Brandis is on deck. Spear gonna bury one inside. It's 3-1. Nope, they're gonna say it hit him. So Camden will take first base on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring Dylan Brandis to the plate. Camden will remain 1 for 1 this evening against post 3. Big lead over at first for Camden. He's off and running, and it's going to brush back Dylan. Spear brushes back Dylan with a little chin music there. Camden will steal second base. The 1-0 from Spear, still upstairs. Going to land that one just above the letters, and the count goes 2-0. Spear checking Camden, and Dylan hit and run. Going to put one to left field between short and third, and that is an RBI single for Dylan Brandis. That'll make your score 4-2 as Camden will score from third base. That'll bring your catcher Jackson Day to the plate. Brandis now 1 for 2 as that hit and run is executed quite nicely. Spear kicks it home. Day going to get underneath that one. Spear comes over from the bump, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 out, runner on first base. Jackson Day heads to the dugout, and coming to the plate, it's going to be Carter Foster. Carter, the first baseman. Takes a look at a pitch just off the plate. He's up in the count 1-0. See if Dylan decides to go. Keep an eye on this. Spear checks him twice, kicks it home. He'll kick wide. Two 2-0 the count to Foster. Spear doesn't check Brandis, just fires. This one popped up down that third base line. It's going to just drift into foul territory inside the park for strike 1. Foster 1 for 1. Going to put this one in play. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, Shepard. He's going to bobble it. Foster's going to reach on the air. That'll put runners on first and second with one away. And that'll bring Jackson Chasing Hawk to the plate. Foster now 1 for 2 after reaching on that air. Jackson punches it down the right field line, and nice little catch in right field. Hopkins makes it as he is falling towards that first or right field foul line for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out. Spear building some confidence. That'll bring to the plate Boyd. Boyd singled and scored in his first at-bat. Got the start on the mound today. Kind of a half-hearted swing for strike 1. Keenan obviously mad at himself. Going to put this in play right towards Shepard. Grass is long, and that's going to be an infield single. No play, and they'll all go station to station on that slow dribbler right to the left of the mound. That'll load the bases with 2 outs for Gus Tobin. Gus was up here bragging the other day how he loves hot dogs. He can just eat a ton of them. He'll take a look at a ball outside. 1-0 count. Call him Oscar Mayer. Cut and a miss. Count goes 1-1 to the 8 ball. There's a nice looking pitch from Spear. He's dialing in, bringing it from that left batter's box across the plate. Little tail in his fastball. Count goes 1-2. That's where he can fool you as a batter. Cuts one across the previous pitch and leaves that one outside. Good piece of hitting by Gus, staying back. Here's the Deuces Wild offering. He'll fight off that 2-strike pitch, and we'll reset and do it again. Spear started off rocky the first couple batters in the inning, but he is slowly working and dialing in on that strike zone. It's going to be a foul ball off Gus's foot. And Oscar Mayer steps in for the 2-2. Going to put it in play. Huska will take it. And that is a 4-3 put out. But post 169 comes up with another run. They will advance that lead out to 4-2. Post 3 coming to the plate in the top of 4 in 60 seconds.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
A lot of family members don't realize when you get picked to be the executor of mom and dad's estate or the trustee, it is a thankless job. I have met with lots of families where the heartstring emotion of selling a family farm, if you're not a farmer and not been in a farming family, you can't understand the dynamics that go in with that. You just got to be patient, let them air any concerns that they have, listen to them, and try to understand the struggles that everyone goes through and make it a positive experience.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
First pitch ripped down the left field line, just foul. That was a laser. DeSluver is 1 for 1 against post 169. Second plate appearance in this matchup. First time against Adrian Brandis. Adrian says, hit this one. He's going to pop it up. Camden Anderson coming over from shortstop will make it to the second base side, the catch to the second base side of the bag for out number 1. Couple good cuts by DeSluver, but it's the nature of baseball. You will fail. Love seeing this. First pitch to Hopkins upstairs. Hopkins having fun. He's 1 for 1 against 169. That is maybe his approach in the batter's box. Brandis with a nice pitch. Just can't cut an edge. It's 2-0 in the count. Adrian kicks, fires high. Chamberlain led this game 2-0. They now trail 4-2, trying to get back on track. Hopkins going to get it started with a 4-pitch walk. With Hopkins at the plate, let's take a look at our batter. This is Huska. Had that nice catch in right field. He will take a look at a ball low, and that's 5 straight balls from Adrian Brandis. And you can see Huska having fun in the box. Gonna get a healthy cut, come up empty. That foul ball makes the count 1-1. Good looking pitch, good cut. That's going to be an infield hit. Great try by Camden Anderson as he went deep into the hole, but just a little too deep to make the play, and that is a single that will put runners on first and second. Huska now 1 for 2. That'll bring Shepard to the plate. Shepard going to just be underneath that one. Dips and delivers a foul ball into the net. Backstop netting for strike 1. 0-1, Brandis kicks, fires. This one popped up on just beyond the diamond. And again, Camden Anderson to the second base side of the bag will make the catch for out number 2. 2 in the books, as Shepard is now 0 for 3. That'll bring Spear to the plate. He is post 3's pitcher. He'll send that one just beyond the third base bag into foul territory. Adrian Brandis up top 0-1 after that foul ball. Checks the runners, kicks, fires. Good fastball. A Bayou ball for strike 2. 0-2 hole for Spear. This one hit to right field, and Jackson Chasing Hawk will make the catch out there. And let's check the rest of that post 169 defense. The outfield, Tobin in left, McKenzie in center, and Jackson Chasing Hawk over in right field. Post 3 will come up with no runs on no hits. 2 men, actually they did get a hit there. No runs on 1 hit. Nell Strand 2. When we go to the home half of the 4th, it remains a 4-2 game.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
At Iverson Auto, our legacy is your trust. Whether you're in Mitchell or in Huron, we embody the values that have defined us for generations. We have been your partner on the road since 1948.
We bring decades of expertise to ensure your journey begins with confidence. Our goal is to turn your visit into a memorable experience, leaving you with a smile and peace of mind.
Iverson Auto of Mitchell and Huron are here to make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable every step of the way.
Visit us online at iversonauto.com.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to Leahy Bowl for South Dakota American Legion Baseball. Tonight it is post 3 from Chamberlain, taking on post 169 from Winter Colome. Royals of post 169. We'll go 1, 2, 3 here to start the bottom of the 4th. This is center fielder Carter McKenzie. Going to send this one out. It's going to be a 1-hopper to Shepard. And they will make the play. Nice job, defense. 6-3 put out to record out number 1. That'll bring Adrian Brandis to the plate. Carter McKenzie now 2 for 3 after being retired. Spear is dialing in. First pitch strike. He's on top of Adrian Brandis 0-1. Adrian 0 for 2 tonight against post 3. There, Spear misses way outside. 1-1 the count. Adrian with a healthy cut. Down on the count 1-2. This one going to find a home in left center. Adrian Brandis picks up his first hit of the night. He's 1 for 3. That'll bring shortstop Camden Anderson to the plate. Camden 1 for 1 against post 3. Got the runner in the pickle. And Adrian will steal second base the unconventional way. A pitch above the letters. It's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 on the way. Camden just underneath that one. He'll foul it out of the field of play, straight back beneath the grandstands. The 1-1 upstairs for ball 2. Spear with his 31st pitch has dialed in since those first 2 batters. Here's the 2-1. Camden going to send it towards right field. Huska not going to get it. That's a hit. Camden looking to roll in with a triple. And it is going to be an RBI double. He'll attain third and score on the error. That'll make your score 6-2. Camden Anderson now 2 for 2. That'll bring to the plate third baseman Dylan Brandis. Dylan takes a pitch upstairs for ball 1. Spear rocks, shoots. Again, he stays upstairs. The 2-0 hitters count. Dylan takes cut. Got the pitch he wanted. He tops it, sends it foul towards the backstop, and we have a 2-1 count now. Make it 3-1 as Dylan watches one cut down by his ankles. Spear with some climbing to do. Nice looking fastball induces a cut for strike 2. We have a full count with 1 away here in the bottom of 4. Post 169 is tacked 2 on in this inning. Still not done. There is a called strike 3. It's the backwards K for Dylan Brandis. He is now 1 for 3. And that'll bring catcher Jackson Day to the plate. Jackson 0 for 2 against post 3. That's a nice shot. It's going to be laced to left field. That is extra bases. Let's see if he digs for 3. He is going to. There will be a relay, and he is in there with a triple. That'll bring Carter Foster to the plate. Jackson Day now 1 for 3. Carter Foster steps in. He's 1 for 2 versus Chamberlain. Spear paints the black for strike 1. 2-1 to Foster. Going to be sent foul and out of the reach of third baseman Gerard. Gave chase. Just couldn't quite get there, and we go deuces wild. This count is 2-2. With 2 outs. Jackson Day digging for home. Play at the plate. Not in time. That'll make your score 7-2 on that wild pitch. That will fill the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a laser right up the middle of this post 3 defense. Carter Foster 2 for 3 after that single. 11th hit of the game for post 3. Conference on the mound. There is going to be a pitching change. It looks like Vanderlei coming in from center field will take over the pitching duties. Klegus will go from first to center, and Spear is heading to first base. Those will be your defensive changes. When we return, there's 2 outs, runner on first. 3-run, bottom of the 4th right now has propelled 169 to a 7-2 lead. We'll be back in 1 minute after these Vanderlei warm-ups.
Vehicle maintenance, we know you have a lot of options, but it can be hard to find an honest, reliable auto repair shop. That's where we come in. Hometown Automotive, committed to providing our customers with honest, quality service at a reasonable price. We use years of training and experience to provide you with the best car care possible. Hometown does oil changes, tune-ups, and computer diagnostics. We sell tires, batteries, and Schaefer products. We install engines, trannies, starters, water pumps, brakes, and much more. Call us at 842-1722 and let our experience be your advantage.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family-owned, community-trusted.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Bottom of 4 here at Leahy Bowl, South Dakota amateur baseball action. Post 3, going to make a pitching change. Vanderlei has come in from center field, gets 8 warm-up pitches. First batter he'll face is Jackson Chasing Hawk. He'll step into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 currently. See if he can't tack that first hit into the column. Klegus, as I said before we went to break, is going to center field, and Spears went to right. Jackson Chasing Hawk hits it right to Klegus, who will record the F8 put out to end the inning. Not before 3 runs come across the board for post 169. 7-2 as we step away to break. We'll be back with post 3 at the plate. In the top of 5.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Breast and cervical cancer affect far too many American Indian and Alaska Native women in the Great Plains. Early detection saves lives. Women ages 21 to 64 should receive routine Pap tests. Women ages 40 to 64 should receive routine mammograms. Honor Every Woman is working to reduce cancer diagnoses among American Indian women by increasing screening rates and access to life-saving screenings. Your health is sacred. Get screened.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back here to the Meyer Ag Press Box at Leahy Bowl. 7-2. As Adrian Brandis returns to the plate. Taking a look at that line score, seeing if it matches Game Changer. 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Chamberlain with 2 runs on 6 hits. They've committed those 4 errors, though. First pitch from Brandis, a strike. Pitch 2 on the way. Darn near the same spot, just off the edge of the plate for ball 1. Klages, the batter, the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 versus post 169. There, Adrian gets the call. Dials it in an inch closer and paints the black. 1-2 the count. This one Adrian will miss high and away. 2-2. Normally if the catcher has to come out of his stance, it's going to be a ball. Fastball, and Jackson Day holds on to it for strike 3. Recorded strikeout. Klages goes 1 for 3 on the evening after that appearance. Adrian Brandis now facing Vanderlei, who will cut on for strike 1. Cut on and miss. Fastball letter high on the outer portion of the plate. Makes it 0-2. Vanderlei was like, that's a nice pitch. Damn. Strike 3 picked up and a prove-it throw out of Jackson Day. We'll put 2 in the books. Vanderlei now 1 for 3, and that'll bring Gerard, the third baseman, to the plate. He is 0 for 1 officially. Breaking ball fooled everybody, maybe even the umpire, as the count goes 1-0. Adrian showing off that slider. Comes fastball inside and misses. 2-0 the count. There's a good fastball. Going to speak some Chinese here. That was a knee-high fastball for strike 1. Same spot, same result, and we go deuces wild. Gerard smiles and says, yeah, I'll protect against it now. Adrian tries to get him to chase, and he stays home. Gerard will fill up this count 3-2 with the hold. Here's your payoff. Gerard works a base on balls. That'll bring Skylar Lengenbaugh to the plate. Now catching for post 3 as Gerard is over at first. Nice stop. Jackson Day gets that put down, keeps it in front of him, counts 0-1, or excuse me, 1-0 after that low fastball. Give you a look here at Skylar again, who's 0 for 2. Two-0 as that misses outside. Same spot, same result. But the count's now 3-0. You can see Adrian checking with third baseman Dylan to see if the runner is getting a big lead or not. And he'll miss down. That is a 4-pitch walk. Back-to-back walks here by Adrian Brandis. Batter was Reimer, actually. Now coming to the plate, DeSluver. He's 1 for 2 versus Royal pitching. Cut on for strike 1. This one going to be popped up. Jackson Day will take that lazy pop-up for a fielded strike, or out number 3. Chamberlain going to come up with no runs on no hits. They strand 2. 7-2 as we go to bottom of 5 here in 1 minute.
It's too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Leahy Bowl, South Dakota Amateur Legion, American Legion Baseball here at Leahy Bowl in Winter, South Dakota. Post 3 of Chamberlain taking on post 169 of Winter Colome. That score, line score is accurate. Double checking it with Game Changer. Chamberlain with 2 runs on 6 hits. They've committed 4 errors. Winter Colome with 7 runs on 11 hits. They've played a clean game defensively. On the mound, doing the pitching, this is Frank Vanderlei. He pitched for a third of an inning back in the bottom of 4. Recorded 1 out. Klages got the start. Spear was middle relief, and Vanderlei, they're hoping, can bring this one in. First batter that he will face, it's going to be Keenan Boyd. Taking a look at this lineup card, the Royals will go 8-9, top of the order. Here in the bottom of 5. First pitch inside for a ball. Good pop of the pud there. Vanderlei will miss inside with that fastball. 2-0 the count. There's a fastball. Going to just get over the backstop netting. Here into the grandstands for a strike. 2-1 count to Boyd. Boyd is 2 for 2 against post 3. That's a knee-high fastball. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Not by much. Good 2-strike hitting here by Boyd. He'll fight that off. We'll reset and do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gus Oscar Meyer Tobin is on deck. Cut on for strike 3. Boyd going to be retired for the first time this evening. Give Vanderlei the strikeout, his first of the game. Gus, the left fielder, steps in. He's 0 for 2, looking for that first hit of the night. That'll pop out of the put of Reimer. Get over towards the post 169 dugout. Defensively, it's Vanderlei on the mound. Reimer is catching. We'll take a look at the infield here in a bit as Vanderlei misses high and away. Spears at first, Huska at second, Shepard and Gerard still at short and third. The outfield is DeSluver, Klages, and Hopkins. That one will plunk Gus. It's one way to get on. Took that one on the back of the arm, right in the bite or tricep. Gus will flip it over to the top of the order, and that means Carter McKenzie, C-Mac, will step in. He's 2 for 3. He was retired on a 6-3 putout in his last at-bat. Gus on the move. He'll be up safely as that'll get away from Reimer. Is he going all the way to 3? No, he pulls up. Gus with the stolen base. Good pitch, just off the edge of the plate. It's a great pitch against really good at-bat or batters. Doesn't induce the swing. 2-0 the count. 3-0 now. McKenzie green-lighted on the 3-0. Cuts and misses for strike 1. And if you're going to be green-lighted, if you get the pitch you want, you do take that home run cut. This one to Huska in right field or Hopkins, and he'll slide over and make the catch. Tobin tags and will dig for third. Sack fly there for Carter McKenzie. That'll bring to the plate the number 2 hitter, Adrian Brandis. He'll send that one right center gap, and an incredible catch by Klages on the run. Very impressive catch. Able to hold on to it in stride for out number 3. Post 169 going to come up with no runs on no hits. They'll strand 1. We'll be back for top of 6, post 3, coming to the plate.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Leahy Bowl. Post 3 will go 9-1-2 to start the top of 6. This is Hopkins. He's 1 for 1. Cut on the first pitch for strike 1. Takes a look at a called strike 2. Swinging, strike 3. Hopkins is recorded as the first out here in the top of 6.
Coming up, top of the order, London
Huska, the second baseman, I think, steps in. Here's your leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 2. Going to get good wood. It's hit to Camden Anderson. Gets it cleanly, and that'll be in the air. We'll find the right shot. Huska will reach on the air. With that, he'll advance to second base. Now coming to the plate, it's going to be Shepard. Shepard, the shortstop, 0 for 3. Looking for that elusive first hit. There's going to be an error, the first of the night on the Royals, and great hustle there. Huska going to get around the tag and in safely over at third. Shepard lifts one to left field. That's going to be a hit. Tobin can't come up with it. He's digging for 2, and that is a RBI double for Shepard as he is now 1 for 4. And Chamberlain scores their first run since the top of the first. That'll make your score now 7-3. Spear coming to the plate. Spear pops that up, right side. Can't see that one as it's just beyond the dugout. Carter Foster had a chance to come up with the foul ball pop-up. Can't quite get there. It's a strike for Adrian Brandis. 0-1 as he has hit. 1-1 the count as he has hit 55 pitches. On corks a fastball, runner on the move. And that'll be an error as Jackson Day throws that one into left field. That makes your score 7-4. Spear looking to get this thing started again with one out. Adrian kicks and fires high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 offering from Brandis upstairs, 2-1. Actually, 3-1 according to the umpire. This one hit to the second baseman, Boyd. Takes it and flips it to first. That'll retire Spear. 4-3. He's now 1 for 4 on the evening. Klages steps to the plate. 1 for 3. Just off the edge of the plate, he takes a look at ball 1. Good eye at the plate. That one upstairs for ball 2. Post threes tallied 2 here in the top of 6. We're scheduled for 7. Brandis will miss low and away. Ball 3. Adrian rocks, kicks, fires. There's a called strike. It's so easy to throw a strike when you got 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-1 on the way. That'll be a walk to put a runner on first. Top of the order has done its job. That'll bring Vanderlei to the plate. Vanderlei 1 for 3. Just drove in a couple runs and struck out a couple times. Down in the count 0-1. Runners on the move, foul ball. Oh, 2. Let's see if Klages goes again. Just gets back in time. It's a nice pickoff attempt there by Brandis. A slap down by Foster. Just a little late. Brandis 0-2. Kicks home. A throw up and away. Camden Anderson reels it in and can't get a tag attempt. That makes your count 1 and 2. Nice stop by the catcher. Jackson Day will keep it in front of him, and the count goes 2-2. This count has worked its way full. Vanderlei 1 for 3. Already has a couple RBIs. Would love to trade places with Klages out at second. Gus Tobin will lope over into the left center gap and make the catch for out number 3. But post 3 puts another couple runs on the board. That makes it a 7-4 game. Winner Colombe, post 169, will come to the plate. Looking for insurance runs here in the bottom of 6 when we return.
Mead Lumber is 100% employee-owned. Mead Lumber is your source for building materials. Whether your plans are for new construction or updating your existing home or barn, Mead Lumber provides the know-how and the materials you need. Lumber, steel, roofing, siding, drywall, windows, doors, and so much more. Start to finish, Mead Lumber has what you need and want for your project. Mead Lumber is your hometown lumber yard. Stop in and see what Mead can do for you. 102 North Main Street in Winter.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Chamberlain, post 3 rallies for 2. They're in the top of 6. We're going to the bottom of 6. Chamberlain with 4 runs on 7 hits. They've committed 4 errors. Winner Colombe, 7 runs on 11 hits. They've got 3 errors. Interestingly, in the last 2 innings, no runs, no hits for post 169, but they put 3 errors up on the board. What was once a clean game has gotten rocky. They will go 3-4-5. It's going to be Camden Anderson, Dylan Brandis, and Jackson Day to start the inning. These batters, Anderson 2 for 2, Dylan Brandis 1 for 3, and Jackson Day 1 for 3. They're batting .500. There you can see one flared out into right center. Camden Anderson will single and take second on an error. So first pitch hit. Another post 3 error, and you have a runner on second. That'll bring Dylan Brandis to the plate. Dylan gets the pitch he wants. Shepard knocks it down. Throw to first is in time. Camden Anderson with some heads-up base running will go to third on the throw to first. Dylan Brandis does his job. He advances that runner. That'll bring Jackson Day to the plate. Jackson reached safely in his last plate appearance. Takes a look at one in the dirt. Good stop by Reimer with that runner over on third base. Another one down low, 2-0 the count. Vanderlei with a smile. It's always good when kids are smiling. Jackson Day will turn on that one. That foul ball makes your count 2-1. Jackson pops it back and off the awning above the grandstand. 2-2 to the catcher for the Royals. Jackson 1 for 3 and has scored once. Jackson is hit by the pitch. He will take first base. That's one way to get on. That'll bring the first baseman, Carter Foster, to the plate. Foster 2 for 3. Runner on the move. It's going to be cut. Jackson Day with a stolen base. You now have Anderson at third, Day at second. A couple ducks on the pond for the 169 first baseman. He'll take a look at a ball inside. That'll make the count 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. Way outside. Easy one for Carter Foster to lay off of. Cut on for strike 2. Vanderlei with a good fastball out over the edge of the plate. He's at 29. Here's 30 pitches, and it's going to be sent to Shepard. Shepard will surrender the run to try and get the out, and it'll be an error. That allows 2 runs to come in for post 169. That'll make your score 9-4. That'll bring Jackson Chasing Hawk to the plate. Another pitch. Gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch. Sends the runner Foster all the way out to second. 1-0 the count after the wild pitch. Jackson going to get underneath that one. Gerard giving chase. And it'll land in the field of play just beyond his reach. Good effort over there by Gerard at third. Just can't come up with it. Fastball left hanging out over the edge of the plates in the left center gap. Jackson Chasing Hawk pulls in with a RBI double. Trades places with Carter Foster. To make your score 10-4. Keenan Boyd, the batter, takes a look at a first pitch ball. Keenan 2 for 3. He's up in the count, 2-0. Fastball down. He's way up top now, 3-0. That wild pitch will send Jackson Chasing Hawk to third. That's a 4-pitch walk for Boyd. That'll bring Tobin to the plate. Gus 0 for 2. Left fielder still looking for his first hit of the night. Runner on the way. Jackson going to be mowed down as they had cut that. Stolen base, but Jackson chasing Hawk gets cut down trying to score. 10-4 your score. It still remains. Runner at second with 2 outs. Tobin cuts and misses for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Tobin will foul that one off the mask of the catcher. He's in a 1-2 hole. Gus, the number 9 hitter in this lineup, trying to flip it over to Carter McKenzie, the leadoff man. Deuce is wild. So you see Clagus in center, checking the scoreboard. And this count has worked its way full. Tobin trying to draw a walk or get a hit here. Gets a good pitch. Shepard gets the candy hop. And records the 6-3 put out for out number 3. But post 169, they are going to come up with a couple of insurance runs. 3 of them actually. They lead 10-4 as we go to top of 7. Scheduled for 7, post 3, down to their final 3 outs. We'll see how they use them in 1 minute.
Stop by your hometown grocer, County Fair, now in Winter and Platte. Same friendly faces with a brand new name. County Fair is a 4th-generation family-owned business based in South Dakota. They offer friendly service and the freshest food at great prices. County Fair carries premium certified Angus beef, locally grown produce, and much more. Shop County Fair in Winter and Platte, the friendliest store in town.
The Insurance Center in Winter is an independent insurance agency affiliated with many fine companies representing all types of insurance. They're able to provide you with a no-obligation comparison of your auto, home, business, crop, farm, life, and health insurance needs. Since they have access to so many companies, they have the ability to offer you the best possible coverages at the most competitive rates. For all of your insurance needs, it's the Insurance Center in Winter, White River, Platte, Burke, and Valentine.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. It's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Gerard will lead things off for Chamberlain here in top of 7. I got to correct that. They haven't scored a run yet. I was trying to... Let's fix that. There, we got her fixed. Gerard with a 1-1 count. Defensive changes for post 169. That's Jackson chasing Hawk on the mound. What's his nickname? Chaco. On top with a 1-2 count here on Gerard. Gerard 0 for 1 against the Royals tonight. Going to cut on and miss as Chaco chalks up a strikeout. That'll bring Reimer to the plate. Reimer is catching now. Defensive changes. Looks like Adrian Brandis is at second. And Keenan Boyd has went to right field as Jackson Chasing Hawk is now on the bump. 1-0 count goes down low. 2-0 to Reimer. One hopper to first. It is a 1-3 put out by Jackson. Post 3 down to their final out. As Reimer is now 0 for 1. DeSluver will step in. Takes a look at a pitch up and away. Some high cheese for ball 2. DeSluver 1 for 3. I'm going to bring this in tight so you can see the catcher just smiling. Called strike. Two-one count to Sluver. Gets a fastball. Will send it up the hill and into foul territory out of the field of play for strike 2. Deuces wild for number 22. Only appropriate that DeSluver wears 22, and he's got a 2-2 count with 2 outs. That is a called strike 3, and that will be the end of the game. It's going to be a 10-4, or excuse me, I think, yeah, I got to fix this. There we go. We'll go 2 and 3 as we had that error that we needed to correct. 10-4 your score. And it was 4 runs on 7 hits. There were 6 post 3 errors. Winter Colome with 10 runs on 13 hits. They committed 3 errors also. But most importantly, they get a home victory here tonight over post 3. Taking a look at some of the stats. Keenan Boyd going to get the victory for post 169. He goes 2 innings and he records 1 strikeout. He gives up 2 runs on 5 hits. They were both earned. Adrian Brandis in middle relief goes 4 innings, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits, walks 5 and strikes out 5. Jackson Chasing Hawk closes out the game, goes 1 inning, giving up no runs on no hits and striking out 2 for 169 at the plate. Camden Anderson was 3 for 3. Carter McKenzie was 2 for 4, as was Carter Foster. Keenan Boyd was 2 for 3. Also picking up hits, Adrian Brandis, Dylan Brandis, Jackson Day, Jackson Chasing Hawk. Taking a look at some of those hits, Anderson and Jackson Chasing Hawk with doubles, Camden Anderson, Carter McKenzie, and Jackson Day with triples. For the post 3 Chamberlain squad, Clegg is going to take the loss. He gives up 3 runs on 5 hits. All 3 runs were earned. He struck out 4. Spear was middle relief, giving up 4 runs, all earned on 6 hits. and 1 2/3 inning, recording a strikeout. Frank Vanderlei finishes out the game, goes 2 1/3, giving up 3 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 runs were earned, walked 1, struck out 1. Taking a look at post 3 at the plate, there were 6 young men with hits. Huska went 1 for 3, Shepard 1 for 4, Spear 1 for 4. Klegus was 1 for 3, Vanderlei 1 for 4, Tisluver 1 for 4, and Hopkins 1 for 2. And that's how this one is going to wrap up. 10-4 your final here from Leahy Bowl. We want to thank you for watching delayed coverage, but we got it up, of South Dakota American Legion baseball here from Leahy Bowl in Winter, South Dakota. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you later this week.